Guess who can finally shower and brush their freaking teeth again? Me, bitch. Hi there. So the boil water notice in our county has finally been lifted. We can brush our teeth again, we can take long showers, we can refill our ice trays, we can fulfill all of our basic human hygienes. So, upcoming events, Go Texan Day is going to be this Friday, and I have been preparing a bass cover of a country song coming up very soon, and I had a Stetson hat that would have been perfect for this music video, but I don't know where it is, and I think I donated it. However, due to a pushback in my schedule, I'm going to have to move the country cover to Monday and replace it with a different bass cover that I'm going to be playing on Friday, so be on the lookout for that. So before we get into the reactions, I want to say a big thank you to everybody. Hair in my mouth. I wanted to say a big thank you to everybody who was supportive in the comments of my newest video series involving bass covers. I literally just picked up the instrument like last week, and I think I'm making good progress, and I wanted to thank everybody for being so supportive in the comments and not being overly critical. I am so thankful to people addressing my issues like I'm a normal, average human being who makes all sorts of mistakes, literally all the time, and being civilized human beings and not being total jerks about it. I was also left a really nice note on my last reaction video talking about how much I made them laugh thanks to that video. And when I hear that I can, just entertain people enough to make them laugh or forget about the stresses of their day, it's just... I'm a little verklempt. So I really do hope that you guys are enjoying these videos as much as I'm enjoying making them for you. And even though we're getting into some creepy heebity-jeebity stuff, I do hope that I am able to at least brighten your day when everything else seems dark, like all around us. Anyway, that's enough of me being sappy and verklempt. Let's go ahead and jump right on into the reaction videos. Today, we are reacting to Nuke's Top 5's 5 scary ghost videos to cause a crazy reaction. Well, you know me, I absolutely have to give Nuke what he wants. So, we're going to take our earbuds, put on the screen for all to see, and now, let's begin.
Following. If you're a regular viewer of Nuke's Top 5, then you probably remember Czech ghost hunter ILM and Bono Paranormal. I featured some of his previous terrifying explorations at an abandoned car factory in the past.
Oh yeah, this guy. I reviewed him recently.
No way. No way. No way.
I remember that.
At the end of his previous exploration, Bono fled in terror, but his viewers wanted to see more. So reluctantly, ILM and Bono once again returns to the spooky abandoned car factory. And this time, even though he's understandably very nervous, he promises his new audience that he'll do his best to keep calm and not run away from anything. But it turns out that that promise might be a bit hard to keep.
This room.
There we go.
I just wanted to check, because in the previous video I ran from it, and a lot of you hated me for running from this room. I will try not to run away from anything and try and stay calm. But there's... what? You won't believe me.
Try me.
I just got spooked by my hair. Wow. I'm a real ghost hunter.
For us long-haired fans of the paranormal, you bring dishonor.
The nervous ghost hunter actually gets spooked by his own hair, but he laughs it off and continues. As he makes his way through dark winding hallways deeper and deeper into the abandoned factory, he starts to get an uneasy feeling that he might not be alone.
Je tu někdo se mnou v téhle místnosti?
A door slams shut somewhere near the frightened ghost hunter. As he tries to find the source of the loud sound, he finds an open door into a small bathroom area. Now what's especially odd is that the door to the bathroom area had been locked shut earlier. making the room inaccessible. But now the door is mysteriously open.
Now we can go in.
Investigation, Bono carefully enters the bathroom area and begins to explore.
As we've seen in previous of my videos, these ghosts like to take showers. They just don't want to be interrupted. So that could easily explain away why the doors were locked. Why did the camera slow down?
No! já jsem tu přišel jenom prohledat, já jsem chtěl jenom nějaké fotky. Já tu ne... Hello?
Did you see it? When looking into the last bathroom stall, the sight of an unexpected dark figure sends Bono running out into the hallway. He assumes that he has stumbled upon a homeless person or some other stranger. So Bono calls out, explaining that he's only there to explore, nothing else.
No freaking way. There is literally no one.
There's no one there. Later in the investigation, Bono heads to a room in the abandoned car factory which seems to be the most supernaturally active. Bono has caught several frightening unexplained occurrences in this room.
This is the room that all of you know the story of.
Full disclosure, he has explored this abandoned factory 3 times. He's very familiar with a lot of the rooms in there.
I'm out of here. No. I'm not going. Yeah, I know I said I wouldn't run away, but in this room especially, this room is really like aggressive, the spirits in this room, so I don't want to get hurt. I'm sorry. So I also wanted to check. Oh! Hello?
Almost immediately, the door of a fridge swings open on its own.
Oh, that's what it was.
Bono just leaves.
I got it this time. Nothing is making me leave this time. And then the fridge door opens. Nope, peace out.
No matter where Bono goes, something seems to be following him.
Oh!
Clank. Is that what that was?
The unexplained activity only seems to get even more aggressive as Bono explores the abandoned factory. It's almost as if something just does not want him there. As Bono heads down one of the dark hallways of the creepy abandoned building, things take yet another terrifying turn.
Anyway, I think there's one more room. I don't know what. One more thing that I wanted to show you.
The sound of glass falling to the floor catches Bono's attention, and as he turns around, the same shadow figure he saw earlier seems to be watching him. So he gathers
when you
his
turn up
courage
the
and walks
exposure.
back to investigate. No one there. Bono basically says that he is done. He ends the investigation and leaves the factory.
To be honest, yeah, it is a really good idea to, like, leave and not come back from a location like that, especially if spirits are throwing things at you. That's when you know you shouldn't go back.
Forgotten. Popular Korean ghost hunter Yoon Soo-won goes out to explore an abandoned house in the middle of the night. Yoon claims in his YouTube videos that while he does sometimes film at allegedly haunted locations, he never fakes or fabricates any of the creepy activity that he captures in his investigations. But just like everyone else, Yoon Soo-won can occasionally get a little spooked, sometimes by something silly.
아이씨, 개 같은 새끼야, 이봐. 깜짝 놀라서 이 방 들어가려고 하는데 뭘 조심하라 그래. 자꾸 그럼 못 들어가잖아. 조심해야지. 어휴.
Yoon Soo-won completely forgets that he's using a Spirit Box phone app when suddenly a loud voice from the app warns him, be careful. Yoon gets jump scared by his own app and flies into a bit of a rage.
아이씨, 개 같은 새끼야, 이봐.
He just whips that collapsible baton out like, gloves are off now. What is this?
On a dark and stormy night, Yoon finds himself in a strange house that has a bit of a creepy past. Locals say that the house was built on top of a graveyard, and that some of the graves were never moved. Yoon has no idea why the property was abandoned, but he is determined to find out. He sets up a REM pod EMF detector at the front doorway entrance, and similar to before, he then completely forgets about it.
Okay, before we go any further, I just want to point out that that little eye thing, that little eye icon on the camera, I think it should have been closed while he was crouching to set the REM pod down, just as a little Skyrim Easter egg, you know?
Entrance, and similar to before, he then completely forgets about it.
Who in their right mind programs a REM pod to emit the sound of a carillon bell? Fuck, that would scare the cannoli out of me too.
뭐야?
That was your REM pod.
쟤 놀래서 그런 게 아니에요. 놀래서 그런 게 아니라 장비 잘 작동하고 있는지 확인해서 그런 겁니다.
Sure, Jan.
Yoon jokes around and boldly claims that he's not scared. But soon things become a bit scarier for the ghost hunter. So Yoon decides to use a phone app called Snow that, similar to Snapchat, can detect faces and then add a filter or mask. And things get a bit creepy.
Disclaimer, if you have coulrophobia, turn away now.
수능 좀 해볼게요. 여기 이건 무시.
Yeah, that sounds like a totally good idea.
오디세이 재밌어. 오호. 저는 뭐야? 옵션 있어? 오, 잠깐만, 야, 이 쓰러지게. 방이 있어. 몰랐어.
Okay, that wallpaper is hella tacky in the entire freaking house. It's just, wow.
The app on his phone seems to be picking up a face right in front of a closed door. When he kicks it open, he discovers an empty room.
Oh, that was him. He kicked the door open. Well, I can inform you all now that he was not, in fact, following proper procedure. As you're kicking the door open, you're obliged to say Bismillah. If you guys don't get the reference, don't worry. It's merely an in-joke among us Nuke's Top 5 fans.
Now, this could be explained away as a draft of air blowing the door closed. But what happens next is a little harder to explain. Yoon places the REM pod right in front of the mysterious closing door, and then continues to use the phone face detecting app. What happens next is truly bizarre.
잠깐 앞쪽으로 나와줄 수 있어요? 오, 뭐야?
That thing is freaking out.
Again, the phone app seems to see a face right in front of the door, and this time the REM pod also detects something. Then when the door slams shut, Yoon Choo-won gets the scare of a lifetime. However, the most terrifying part of his time inside the house is not what he saw or heard. You see, earlier in the night when the REM pod at the front entrance suddenly detects movement, Yoon captures something on camera without even knowing it. The door to the strange room slowly opens right in front of him, and then the REM pod right behind him detects movement. When he turns around, Yoon captures what appears to be a figure outside the house, walking from right to left. Whatever it is seems to only be visible on camera because Yoon just doesn't see it. He only discovered this creepy capture after going back through his footage later. Attachment. Ghost hunting brothers Josh, Sean, and Rocky Foreman from the YouTube channel Paranormal Nightmare TV series were contacted by a family in Bloomington, Indiana, who claimed that they were experiencing a terrifying and violent haunting inside their home. The family claims they see the hooded apparition of a man in their bedrooms late at night, and they've witnessed the spirit of a young girl running through their house. But that's not all. Water faucets in the house turn on by themselves. The family hears unexplained talking and banging. During the night, something tugs at their blankets, and they find random unexplained bruises all over their bodies. But most terrifying of all, One day the kitchen stove gas is turned on without them knowing and left on for hours, putting the entire family in grave danger. The homeowner, Ron Hudson, believes that all of this strange activity could possibly be caused by the restless spirit of his deceased brother.
Okay, my brother passed away. It's been almost 8 years ago, but he was cremated, and his remains are in this box. This is the urn type thing that they put those ashes in.
The Foreman brothers stay overnight to investigate the paranormal activity inside the home. During their investigation, they capture unexplained figures on their SLS camera and catch strange voices on their spirit box.
I feel like it's cold.
Oh, there is something by you.
Is there? Because my back's getting cold.
Go by the bed. Oh, there it is. We can see you. Are you evil?
Now, all of the evidence that they capture is pretty creepy, but when the three brothers sit down to interview Mom Virginia, they capture something downright terrifying.
Like a shadow went straight through that room over there.
Oh, yeah, there it is.
Is it his brother walking towards his own death urn? Or could it be something much more dark and sinister? Grave. Paranormal YouTuber and Facebook live streamer El Payaso de la Toledo sets out to investigate the allegedly haunted Los Moches Cemetery in Mexico. He's joined by his friends and fellow video creators Lorena Jacobo and Munra Vlogs. The investigators head to the graveyard to investigate the alleged paranormal sightings of the quote, Lady in the White Jacket, a local paranormal legend of a ghost woman who is said to walk the cemetery. However, once the group begins their investigation and invites the spirits of the old cemetery to show themselves, they don't see the Lady in the White Jacket, but it seems they might have disturbed an entirely different spirit in the Los Moches Cemetery. El Payaso de la Toledo broadcast the entire investigation live to his Facebook page as the three friends witnessed something absolutely terrifying.
Que se hagan sentir.
Pasó un niño, güey. Pasó un niño, güey.
Un niño.
Pasó un niño por aquí.
Investigator Munra Vlogs blows air into his hand to make some sort of call, possibly to create energy for the spirits to use to manifest themselves.
Okay, as somebody who has experience working with the occult, I'd have to say I've never seen a practice like that used to create energy to allow spirits to be attracted to that particular location or to manifest. I could be wrong, but that doesn't seem to be a kind of effective practice to attract spirits or to try and manifest spirits to come and communicate with you. To me, that's just a noise.
And that's when the figure of a small pale child can be seen running across the cemetery path. The creepy apparition disappears behind the gravestones.
Uy, uy. ¿Escuchó?
Sí, se escuchó.
Está llorando.
Sí, se escuchó.
Sounded more like laughing to me.
When calling out to the child, the three investigators hear unexplained cries and laughter. They have no idea why a child would possibly be in the graveyard this late at night, and they continue searching out of concern for the child. But when it becomes
Sounded
clear
really
that there
vivid,
is
though.
no one else in the cemetery, they start to believe that they might have witnessed an actual child spirit.
Ándalo a saber. Mira, mira, espérame.
Ay, no mames.
Si es un niño, güey. Si es un niño, si es un niño. Si es un niño, güey.
Strange sounds seem to surround the three investigators, and again, the figure of a small child runs across the cemetery path.
Oh wow, that is
disappearing amongst
really
the
small.
gravestones. The team runs to find the child, but there's no one there. The mysterious child seems to have disappeared into thin air. Unholy. Urban explorer Christopher Hill from the YouTube channel Urbex Hill is back on another exploration to a new, abandoned location. This time he explores the First Hungarian Reformed Church in Cleveland, Ohio. Christopher records as he explores the church grounds, finding an old piano and a broken down electric organ. As he plays around with the dead keys of the old organ, the explorer captures something very creepy and unexpected on camera.
Kinda needs electricity to make it go.
That's crazy. I know I heard the piano. What the f? Oh, yeah.
The
Well,
keys of the
something doesn't want
broken
him in there.
electric organ make no sound, but suddenly the piano across the room blasts out a note, as if something unseen slammed down on one of its keys. Christopher is shocked and makes his way over to the piano to check it out, but he finds nothing out of the ordinary. Then a chair suddenly tips over by itself. The urban explorer has had enough and decides to just get out of there. As he makes a quick exit, we can hear the loud, unexplained sounds of unknown objects crashing to the floor right behind him.
Everything in that church was very blue. That was fun. The best one in this particular compilation of ghosts caught on camera, in my humble opinion, was the Korean ghost hunter. Aside from him being overly goofy and neglectful of his equipment, that was a real chiller thriller. So that's all I have for you guys today. If you're enjoying the content, please do like, share, comment, and subscribe. I upload every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and potentially on weekends. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today and for watching, and I will see you guys on Friday.